let's talk about refreshing your curls. I'm going to show you how I went from this to this in about 5 minutes. Welcome back to Sense of Beauty by Stephanie. My name is Stephanie. If you are new here, I love all things beauty, skincare, and curly hair. So if any of those interest you, make sure you click below, subscribe, and turn your notifications on so you don't miss my next video. So this is my day 3 hair. I did have it down on wash day, and then the past 2 days, it's been up like this in this messy bun, and I have ran around outside with the kids, I have showered, I've worked out, and it's just been like this. So we are going to see exactly what I'm working with here. I have some clips on the top here, and then I just used a scrunchie, nothing special. And then I always bobby pin my top kind of front pieces back just to keep them out of the way. And now, okay, so here's what we're working with. I definitely have lots of stretched out pieces that are totally separated and look pretty frizzy. So honestly, the way I had it in the messy bun previously, I would totally wear it like that, like just out and about. I'd be totally fine with that. But if you want to go back to wearing your hair down, you can either do a damp refresh where you're just dampening your hair with water, or you can do a full wet refresh. So you literally just fully re-wet your hair. Some people do that in the sink. Some people just do it in the shower. So you're not necessarily washing and conditioning, you're just wetting your hair completely. I prefer a damp refresh because I feel like it's super quick, it's super easy. It just kind of lets my curls like reclump together, and usually it gets, the curl gets a lot tighter again as well. So let's see. Here's how it looks. So we're going to freshen all this back up and try to maintain all the frizz that is now happening up top. So a couple different ways you can dampen your hair. If you have a continuous water sprayer, you can go ahead and just start dampening your hair all over like this. Or if you don't have one of these, I also love using just a glass of water in my hands, and I will rope the water through my hair. This is actually the way that I always used to refresh my hair. I never used to have one of those spray bottles, so I just get a glass of water, or usually I'm in the bathroom, so I just get some water from the faucet, but I have a glass for you here, so I'm just going to, whoop. I'm just gonna get some water on my hands, and I'm gonna spread it on both hands, and now I'm just going to rope it through my hair. So I'm just kind of grasping around my hair because I want to kind of reform those clumps. Everything that's kind of broken apart, I want them all to kind of go back together. So I just keep grabbing some more water, and I'll just keep kind of roping my hands through my hair. And basically when you're doing a damp refresh, you're just wetting the lower and like outer portion of your hair. You are not wetting any of the underneath part or anything like at your scalp. That's staying completely dry. So that's a big reason why this sort of refresh is so fast. And now we'll flip to the other side. I'm just gonna keep getting some water. And then you basically want to like assess the situation. Do you feel like you've gotten the frayed pieces kind of back together? I feel like some of mine are still a little bit messy, so I'm gonna do like a really deep side part, and I'm gonna get to some of this underneath section now. And then I will do a deep side part the other way and get a little bit under here. Once I've gotten it damp enough and I feel like everything's kind of back together, I'll go ahead and apply a little bit of a styling product. That for me is going to be to use whatever product I used on wash day. So I did use the Curl Keeper Original Liquid Styler and then the Curl Keeper Gel. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit more of the gel because that's really gonna give me that hold. So I'm just gonna get a little bit in my palm. And this I'm going to really just scrunch in. As far as the amount of product you're reapplying when you refresh, I think it kind of depends on the product you're using and also the amount you used on wash day. If you feel like you went really heavy-handed on wash day, you can probably use a little less of the styling product when you refresh. If you went super light, then you could probably go a little heavier when you're refreshing. And now I'm going to quickly diffuse. And that's how fast it is. My hair is like already pretty much dry. And I do feel a cast has reformed on my hair. So that means I added a good amount of product. So my curls should hold up really nicely. Okay, bonus tip, when you refresh your hair, if you want to really bump up that root volume, if you feel like it's just kind of fallen a little flat a few days later, this is my trick. I will leave it in that deep side part, and then I will go ahead and just slide my fingers in and really rough up the roots right there. And then I will grab my spray. I love using the Thickening and Volumizing Holding Spray. Just right in that section that I just kind of roughed up. Now I'm going to get my blow dryer and I'm going to lift and diffuse. So see how it just really keeps it held in place like that? So now I get like all of this additional fullness and volume like right in here, right in my crown area. Then I'm going to go ahead and repeat on the other side. And then I'll very carefully scrunch out the little bit of crunch that I now have in here and just kind of soften the curls some. So I will apply a little bit of dry oil. I don't want to be too rough with it because I just want to get rid of like the hard crunchiness, but I don't want to create like additional frizz because I just worked on trying to minimize that frizz. I don't want to bring it back. Final result, I am very happy with it. I've gotten all my curls like back in line. I've taken the bottom portion, like the curls kind of spring back up, and everything is kind of evened out again. And I've kind of gotten my shape back. So before it was kind of all over the place, but I have like some volume at the crown and root area, and then it kind of goes back to like its normal shape. I have for sure tamed all of that frizz that was sticking out all over, but to be completely honest and transparent with you, I still have frizz. I still have frizz in here. I will always have frizz. I think if you have curly hair, you will always have some frizz to it. I have learned to embrace the frizz. It gives me a lot more volume. I would consider this functional frizz. I personally do not mind a little bit of frizz. I'm totally okay with it. So if you feel like you see pictures and their hair literally looks perfect, it looks like there is literally no frizz, I don't think that's realistic. So I wanted to show you, like, I do still have frizz. I do still have some pieces that aren't completely like perfectly uniform and might still be kind of, you know, disheveled. I just kind of tuck it in with the rest of my hair and go on with my day. Here's how it looks from the back. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to know, how do you feel about refreshes? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Are there certain parts you struggle with? Let me know, comment below, and then let me know what you would like to see on the next video. Bye.